from our perspective, because our self-managed solutions were costly and difficult to maintain, we made a conscious decision to limit our data retention in generally 7 days. But in a lot of cases, it was 0. We just couldn't consume that log data because of the cost in maintaining it. So because of this limit, we've lost important data points used for incident triage, problem management, trending, and other things too. If there was a lower priority incident, for example, and people didn't get to it till 8-9 days later, well, all the breadcrumbs are gone. So it was really just kind of the best guess, or the incident really wasn't resolved. We didn't find a root cause.
The problem with data lakes was complexity of out, driving value. And I said, what if you could have the easy in and the value out? So if you look at, say, Snowflake as a warehousing solution, you have to do all that prep and data movement to get into that system. And then it's rigid, it's static. Now, Databricks, now that Lakehouse, has the exact same thing. Now, sure, they have a data lake philosophy, but their data ingestion is not a data lake philosophy. So I said, what if we had that simple in with a unique architecture and index technology, make it virtually accessible, publishable, dynamically at petabyte scale. And so our service connects to the customer's cloud storage. They just stream the data in, set up what we call a live indexing stream, and then go to our data refinery and publish views that can be consumed in Elastic API, use Kibana, Grafana, or say SQL tables, Looker, say Tableau. And so we're getting the benefits of both sides. Schema on read, write performance with schema on write, read performance. And if you do that, that's the true promise of a data lake.
So last year we had a huge project. So we have our Elk stack, and it's probably from a decade ago, right? And we went through a whole project to get that upgraded and migrated over. And it was just, we found it impossible internally to do, right? And so this was a method for us to get out of that business, to get rid of the security risk, the support risk, and have a way for people to easily migrate over. And it was just a nightmare here, consolidating the data across regions. So that was a huge thing. But yeah, it was also then the cost, right? It was, we're finding it cheaper to use chaos search and have more data available.
Just the dollar standpoint here too, we're looking at hundreds of thousands of dollars, which is huge for us, and it's a great savings annually here too.
Chaos search has offered us a manageable and cost-effective opportunity to store months or even years of data that we can use for operations, as well as trending, automation. And really the big thing that we're pushing into is an event-driven architecture so that we can proactively manage our services.
Increasingly, I think the real emphasis is around business transformation. What can I do with this data that's very unique and different, that unlike prior optimizations where it would just reduce the bottom line, they're saying, what can I do that will actually drive my top line more? I think that, chaos search, again, I would just say is a good example of, the kind of software that I think helps go upstack, automate some of that data management, and just help customers focus really specifically on the things that they want to accomplish for their business. Customers want to reduce the time it takes to get to a tangible result that affects the business, that improves their business. And so that's one of the things that excites me about what Chaos Search is doing here specifically, is that automatic indexing, being able to take the data as it is in their bucket, index it, and keep that index fresh, and then allow for the customers to innovate on top of that and to try to experiment with a new capability, see what works, and then double down on the things that really do work to drive that business.
I think more importantly, we'll be able to refocus people away from support, daily operational work, to look at things like security, performance, availability, but ultimately empowering our end users here in this secure, stable, and simplified environment.
8 years ago, Thomas and a group of founders came up with the concept, how do you actually get after analytics at scale and solve the real problems? And it's not one thing, it's not just getting S3, it's all these different things. And what we have in market today is the ability to literally just simply stream it to S3. By the way, simple to do. What we do is automate the process of getting the data in a representation that you can now share and augment. And we publish open APIs so that you can actually use the tools you want. First use case, log analytics. Hey, it's easy to just stream your logs in and we give you Elasticsearch type of services. Same thing now with SQL. You'll see machine learning next year. So listen, I think we have the Data Lake 3.0 now, and we're just stretching our legs. We're having a lot of fun.